In today's special edition of our series, we're exploring a peculiar location we discovered during our recent visit to the Welsh Valleys. Among the towns we investigated, one stood out considerably. A near-deserted locale that felt like Wales's very own ghost town, a place with numerous abandoned buildings still erect, yet unclaimed by natural disasters or military occupation. As we dive into the history and mystery of this town, we urge you to share your thoughts, share our content, and support us by subscribing to our channel. Today we're focusing on a settlement that could easily be mistaken for a village, but its intrigue surpasses its size. Though such deserted towns may be more common across the Atlantic, they're quite a rarity in the UK. We're visiting Penrhys, a village trapped in time, its buildings decaying yet standing tall. This village carries a unique story that begins long before its current state. Initially, Penrhys was a holy site located on a mountaintop, revered for an apparition of the Virgin Mary. It was the beginning of a sacred route leading to Cardiff. Today, this path still exists, untouched by the decay that permeates the village itself. Fast-forwarding to the 1900s, as industries thrived, the growth of towns in the valleys increased. Nearby, Tylerstown emerged, nestled at the base of the hill. However, as more workers flocked to the mining industries, housing shortages led to an unconventional solution: the creation of a new settlement, perched at an elevation of 1,100 feet. Conceived by Alec Robertson and Peter Francis, this ambitious project was deemed a revolutionary social housing design at the time. Unfortunately, the distinctiveness of the design, aimed to break away from the monotonous terraced houses of the valleys, didn't result in the utopia they envisioned. By the time the village was established in 1968, mining in the valleys was on the decline, leading to many houses standing empty. Further issues arose with the heating system, which unevenly distributed warmth, leaving outer homes cold and prone to mold. The energy crisis of the 70s made the heating costs prohibitive for many residents, and the village began to be populated with beneficiaries of welfare relocated by the council. This led to Penrhys turning into a hotbed of poverty, with a large part of the population being unemployed. Unhappiness prevailed as Penrhys became a harbor for discontented individuals forced to relocate. The village continued its decline, garnering an infamous reputation due to increased crime rates. Fear permeated Penrhys, with arson attacks on the vacant buildings becoming a daily occurrence. Desperate and lacking diversions, the community descended into antisocial behaviors. Lack of vehicle ownership and the village's isolated location made escaping this environment a daunting challenge. Despite the royal visit by Prince Charles in 1989, Penrhys continued its downward spiral. By the 1990s, the decision was made to demolish the derelict houses, with almost two-thirds of the settlement being dismantled. However, a part of the community persisted, comprised of residents who had bought their homes from the council and maintained them reasonably well. In the aftermath, Penrhys shed its violent reputation as most of its current residents genuinely wanted to live there. Nowadays, the village is managed by a private social housing provider, Travalis Homes, which has taken over from the council. A casual observer will only get to see the roundabout at the front of the village, adorned with new railings and painted houses. However, venturing further unveils a scene of neglect, with trash littered around and dilapidated buildings standing as a testament to the past. One can witness the skeletal remains of the old council estate, where modern houses once stood. The abandoned structures whisper stories of a time when the village was brimming with life and dreams of a prosperous future. These dreams might have faded, but the spirit of Penrhys is very much alive in the community that remains. The local pub, the sanctuary of any British town or village, still stands strong, bearing witness to the village's roller coaster journey. The St. David Church, a ray of hope amidst the decay, is kept well maintained and frequently visited by the locals. Despite the hardships faced by Penrhys, there is a unique, even defiant spirit that still exists within its inhabitants. Local volunteer groups have emerged, driven to beautify the village by clearing the litter and taking care of the communal garden. Their work is an attempt to restore a sense of dignity and pride to this once doomed town. Today, as you walk the streets of Penrhys, you are confronted by a stark contrast. Dilapidated buildings standing side by side with newly painted homes, remnants of a failed dream alongside the promise of a brighter future. Yet despite these differences, there's a sense of community binding the residents together. We can't neglect the challenges still faced by Penrhys. The village is located in Rhondda Cynon Taf, one of the most deprived areas in Wales. Issues of poverty, unemployment, and lack of opportunities persist, but so does resilience. And there's hope that with continued effort and support, Penrhys will rise once again from its ruins. In the end, we leave Penrhys with mixed feelings. A town that was built on dreams, but which fell into decay, now stands as a symbol of resilience and the indomitable human spirit. A testament to the power of community and the strength found in unity. It's a story worth remembering and sharing, a story that reminds us that even in the face of overwhelming adversity, there's always a chance for renewal. That's our journey through Penrhys for today. Don't forget to subscribe and share your thoughts on this unique village. We hope you join us for the next chapter in our exploration of the hidden corners of the world.